Hey there everyone, my name is Lucky Shepton from the Guys Who Play Games, and we're here with something a little different. So, geez, I say that every time, don't I? But yeah, Diablo 2 is a game that, I guess it's one of the oldest games I've ever played. Well, that's not true, but it's one of the first games that I ever played and still play to this day. Like, it's a game I will, replay every once in a while. And I thought, screw it, why not? I might as well do an LP of this. Now, of course, I'm not gonna do... I never really thought I could do the game justice if I just did a vanilla playthrough, because, there's a million of them out there by way better people than me who actually, know, way more about the game than I do. But, recently a randomizer came out for this game. I was gonna try to play it coy, but I'm probably just gonna, almost certainly gonna put it in the title of the video, because, why wouldn't I? And, there's no reason, I don't know how much to hide it. You click on a video called D2 Randomizer, I'm sitting here hee hee, can you find out what's different? Now, historically, the character, as a kid, I always played Necromancer. Necromancer was, and even, nowadays, I still, Necromancer is definitely my most played class. But for the purposes of this, given the, randomized stuff and all that jazz, I figured that, playing a magic character isn't going to be as fun. So I decided, I lulled it over with all these characters, and I figured, screw it, Assassin seems like she'd be the best one. Because she has a good mix of, melee and, more magic-based stuff. What are we gonna call her? I should have thought of this beforehand, because now I'm gonna look like an idiot, because I always have to come up with dumb names that have that are just weird connected trains of thoughts. Okay, well, she got ass. Asses are also known as buttocks, and, which, translates to butt. And, the butt of the rifle is quite a powerful melee weapon. So we're gonna call it stock. See what I did there? God, I never... this is kind of on a whim. I never thought I'd actually do this, and I kind of just did this suddenly today. I just set everything up for this, and I was just screw it, let's just record it right now. And I'm just sitting here oh my god, I have nothing to talk about. Let's let the buckle. I guess I can talk about stuff related to the randomizer. So, first of all, you can see it's one of the options lets you start with the cube. I wasn't originally going to turn that on, but I figured, screw it. Just turn it on.
See me coming.
Some stuff I did, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people have seen, the increased density stuff. You can increase the monster. Let me turn on no pickup. No pickup. This is just a simple command that makes it so I don't pick stuff up if I hover over it. I have to alt it. The density, yeah. So you can increase the density in this mod up to quite a huge amount, up to 45 times. I didn't do it that much because I'm not crazy. I didn't want to completely destroy the balance of the game. Because if you increase the density that high, it basically becomes, unplayable if you aren't a character with a massive AoE spell. It basically turns into a more modern ARPG in a way. I'm sure you haven't heard that joke a million times if you've watched any Diablo 2 videos. Let me think. Yeah, so I basically turn on most of the basic options. You can just look it up yourself. The other things I didn't turn on is I didn't remove stat requirements from weapons. So is there a weapon here I can show? Yeah, so I still need strength for this stat. I did remove level requirements because I figured one of the big draws is the unique weapons and all the uniques and rune words and stuff, which would be obviously it'd be a little weird to not remove that, because then I could end up finding stuff dropping that's just useless and also needs to be 10 times my level. Ooh, jewel. Let me think. I made it so the unique ratio is, I think, multiplied by 10-fold, so we will eventually start seeing a lot of uniques, because I figured, screw it. This is supposed to be more of a fun playthrough than a series playthrough. Ooh, very nice. Jeez, I'm blanking because I'm trying to focus on routing. Yeah, so I changed the monster density to triple, which is like a good amount, but not like makes the game unplayable for 90% of builds, basically. Other than that, I'm trying to think. I mean, you can just look at it. It's pretty much just did with all the basics. I can explain some stuff. Like, no drop is on, so like every monster I kill will always drop something, which will definitely escalate things quite a lot later on. Jeez. This is another reason why I didn't want to do this too, because I realized I'm not great at focusing, and it is going to be hard to focus on stuff when I'm just doing this. Is there... Nah. There's also a... Oh, jeez. There's like a million things I want to talk about, and I can't focus on talking about any of them. Sucks. Whatever. Well, I'll just talk about things as I think about them. I mean, I can even just talk about... And it's hard too, because I want to talk about like how, like, the way I just moved around a bunch and stuff, and all the stuff I'm picking up. Like, there's so many little intricacies to this goddamn game. God, this game's so good. There's like a million things I can think to talk about, and but it's like there's no time. I'll just punch stuff. You know. Hey, stop! Get out of the way. Oh yeah, I guess I probably should have focused on leveling up sooner. But it's fine. I usually have plugin enabled for playthroughs like this, but I've actually disabled it for this for the purposes of just trying to keep this. I know I'm playing like super hardcore like randomizer, but I wanted to try to keep it a little vanilla. So for now, at least, plugin isn't going to be enabled. I might enable it later if I can figure out how with this setup that I have. But for now, right now, my idea is that I pick the assassin because usually when I pick the, like, last time I played the assassin, I did a trapped playthrough. So now I want to try to do more along the lines of martial arts. So we're going to focus on that. Jeez. Yeah, the hard thing about high density Den of Evil is that you have to freaking really, like, you can't just let stuff, you know, you can't just walk away. You gotta kill the shamans right quick. Oh wait, is this... That's a cool thing that's enabled with this setup, is that all the, like, any skills you get on the unique stuff are O skills, so you can use them regardless of what class you're. Oh my god. This is just triple density. Look how big it is already. People play on 45 times when it's just like, oh hey, there's literally no space to walk around and the monsters are just packed in here like freaking like sardines. It gets kind of ridiculous. Wait, is that a double socket? Because that'd be pretty sweet. What am I doing? Kill the shaman. It's hard to focus. Ooh, perfect. Jeez. What are things I can even think to talk about? God. I turned on that no pickup thing like way earlier. But oh wait, I already mentioned that. What the heck? What's wrong with me? Whatever. It's cool. This isn't gonna be quite as intricate of a playthrough as it usually is. This is gonna be more of just like a casual playthrough for me, so I might not talk quite as much as I usually do. This is more just for funsies. I'm learning a lot of sashes. Get out of here. Look at all you jerk-offs. Where's the shaman? Look at him! Already got an amulet? I completely forgot to check. Ethereal, god, that sucks. Imagine how sick it would have been to find a double socket armor right away. I did find a socketed guitar though, unless that's just ethereal as well. Although this early on, I'll take ethereal. No, it's just socketed. Either way. Ah, dude, look how much... I freaking walked away for 2 seconds. There's just like 10 trillion fallen already again. Hey, a jewel. I tossed away the other one because it didn't give me any actual benefits, but like, in reality is I probably should have kept it. Although this guitar only has one socket, so I mean... Sockets? Oh, I didn't... Wait, oh, I put it on. It's ethereal and only one socket. Lame. Alright, what am I putting into? I put into this because, you know, first point is like a pretty big bonus. What do I actually want to focus on? I'll probably do Dragon Claw for the class because it's like, you know, you do a double finisher. Maybe that'll probably, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Maybe. I usually like to do. I think again, if I want to eventually do Phoenix Strike, I'll have to put a point into everything. I'll put a point in there for now. Screw it. How much damage does that do? I mean, it's not going to show properly. Something that any player that's played this game for any period of time will learn is that the character screen is not accurate at all. Because guess what? Anyone... Jeez. This game has changed so much since it first released. It is actually kind of insane, and I never really realized it until recently when I started really like looking into all like the different changes and stuff. But it's actually kind of insane just how much this game has changed over the years. Like, it really is. Like, it is like absurd. Alright, let's see. What's this? 8 to life? Hell yeah. Give me that life. It's the kind of life amount that's like not really worth keeping, but like I might as well put it on now. You know, help avoid hit recovery and all that jazz. Ooh, boots. Wait, is this a kick spell? No, that's the charge. This is basically the gimmick of her whole thing, is the finishers and stars. It actually looked sick. I forgot, I haven't used any of these like ever. Because I've barely played the assassin. Javelins. Little tip: you pick up like things like throwing knives, any sort of like quantity weapon, javelins and throwing knives are like really good to pick up early on because they sell for a lot of money, and they actually just do good damage right now. Like, it would probably be worth it for me to just equip one of these and start throwing, because like look, like the damage is like double. But I want to be funsies, you know. I want to do my charge up. Wham! Take that. And obviously also like any sort of magic weapons, like scepters, wands, stuff like that. Where's my eye? I'm using my shortcuts a lot right now to kind of get used to. Historically, I've always been someone who just clicks these buttons, but over the years I have slowly gotten more and more used to using the actual buttons. It's still hard though. Alright, get over here, shaman. Wham! It's so fun. I would say that in actuality, the charge up portion of like the assassin thing, where she has like the charge and then like she actually uses the ability when you like use a finisher, is probably one of the most unique set of skills in this game, just because it's really cool to have like a charge finisher set up. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I have a lot of these. No. Ooh, combat shrine. Probably useful. Let me just eat those little potions. Oh my god, look at them all. Get out of here. The den isn't particularly big, but when there's like triple the amount of enemies there normally are, it still takes a while. Oh god damn it. Look at you. So the big thing that combat shrines increase your damage a little bit, but like if you actually look, like the thing that they do is like give you a fucking massive amount of attack rating. It's actually insane how much attack rating you get from using these shrines. And it's like, this is like at base. If you have higher amounts, and like I think it stacks multiplicatively multiplicatively, however you say that word, with other like sources of increased attack rating and stuff. So you can end up with like insane amounts of attack rating from a combat shrine that gives you like octuple or more. What the? Why is there gold there?
Yes.
Oh, because I can't carry enough. Wait, that's interesting. Is that actually true? Should I keep any of these? I mean, not really a big deal, I guess. 1 to damage, sure, why not? I mean, early on, it's like you just equip whatever, because, like, hey, it's better, right? Like, I'll take the fire res. Alright, let's see. Pop point in there. I'll eventually use... I mean, I might as well. Like, why not? Screw it. Let's have fun. Do I want to set up... I want to use the startup finisher yet? It's a little hard to use this early on because you don't have a lot of mana, and it's like... another thing I'm lazy about is mana shrines. I don't use mana shrines as much... Or, like, mana potions as much as I really should. I'm kind of lazy with the potion aspect of the game. So for now, I'll just focus on this. And once I get a little more mana, I'll probably start using it more. Alright, now we got a grand charm. Hell yeah. Get out of here. It's not really necessary right now anyways. I'm one-shotting pretty much everything in here right now anyways, so... It'll mostly be useful for the boss over here. There he is, look at that sucker. Look at all this stuff I'm picking up and not meaning to. I mean, I might as well keep it on. It helps lower my chance to get hit by like, probably like 1%. Defense is one of the things that doesn't really matter for a while. It's like picking up armor and stuff doesn't really make a big difference. Mostly just because the game is like really easy right now, so it doesn't matter in that regard. Alright, let's kill everything else first so I can focus on the tough zombies down there. Corpse fire. Our paladin friend. A friend to everyone who plays this game for the first time. When he spawns with spectral hit and all of a sudden you walk up to him and you take like 20 damage. And it's like, holy crap, that's so much more than everything else in here. Why is it like occasionally like... That's so weird that it like shows like it's hitting but it like doesn't work properly. Is that something to do with like the double guitar thing? Is that a bug? I don't know. That dude just took a lot of damage. Socketed? 1 socket. Boots! Yeah, I'll take that. Might lose one in here. Attack rating! I mean, I'll sell it. 7 attack rating ain't nothing. I guess at a low level it kind of is. It's like a 10% boost. 5%, I don't know. Alright, triple damage! Yeah! Well, I guess quadruple, actually. He dropped some shit, too. Oh, fuck, there's another shaman? Look at you. Fool. I don't think it's a bug. I think it's just because they walk away from me. It's kind of an annoying thing with monsters early on. A lot of them are pretty, like, passive, so they'll just, like, run away from you like it's no big deal. I'd rather have 2 socks each for characters. Sometimes it tends to vary what I do for like potion stacks depending which character I'm playing. I usually go 2 and 2. If I'm like less mana intensive, you know, 1 and 3, all that jazz. Oh no. Alright, who got rezzed? Where am I walking? Well, the combat shrine's back. Some shrines regenerate, some don't. You know, you kind of just figure it out by just playing the game. Usually, like, the short-term effect shrines will regenerate and the long-term ones won't. So, like, if you find an experience shrine, that's not going to regenerate. Gem shrine, that ain't going to regenerate. But, like, a combat shrine, that'll regenerate. Because that just helps me while I have it. Dude, where is this guy? There's... How is... Dude, this is the most... like, this must be like the most infamous thing in this goddamn game. How is there always one dude left in the Den of Evil, no matter what? I mean, there was triple monsters, so of course there was, but like, God. Please tell me it didn't, like... I mean, that's... I've never seen that happen before, but like... There he is. Like, alright, we're gonna save and exit before anything happens and just reload back in town. Lickety split.
Greetings.
Give you my skill point, thank you very much. So that, let's see. Is that worth keeping? Not in the slightest. That worth keeping? Yes. Have I been selling my gems? I probably should try to keep some of them. But then again, I don't know. How often am I going to be stocking stuff like that? I'll probably just do, like, runes for the most part, so nah, I'm not going to bother. And plus, like, let's be real, like, one of the easiest ways to get gems is just you run cows. Let's see, what am I going to put? I guess I'll just put more points to Cloud Mastery for now. Alright, now let's go for realsies this time. Hey, Skill Shrine. Oh yeah, here's where the triple density starts to come very apparent. Maybe I should have kept it lower than it was. Maybe I should have only done double. Oh well. For now at least, I'm going to be try to fight a lot of stuff, because early on levels make a big difference, but like... Later on I'll probably start running by stuff a lot more. Which is kind of the hard part a lot of the time. Holy crap. Dude, oh, they're bosses, that's why. I'm sitting here like, why aren't you dying? Like, oh, because they have way more health. Oh, God. I guess I could explain stuff, but that would require effort, and like... Honestly, I'm not the person for that. The only thing I would ever explain is really weird, obscure stuff that's fun to know. Boom! Alright, leather gloves. Let's see. Any majors? Yes. Oh god. It's just me. Oh, I'm saying here, like... Yeah, shrines wear off instantly if you get cursed, so that's something to keep in mind.
The order welcomes you.
Whatever. Wow, that's actually a lot of attack rating right now. That, like, gives me a nice boost. I don't know how much of a difference that actually makes, but, you know, it's there. Oh, right. You know, I totally forgot that you can fill this up to 100. That's a feature of the mod. And I just lost all my money on that. Oops! Well, that's cool. Whatever. I guess I'll explain stuff. So I've been putting all my points to Vitality for now, because early on, Vitality has like a huge boost. Like, you basically increase... Like, each point of Vitality is worth a different amount for different characters. For the Assassin, I believe it's 3 life per Vitality. So if I put all my points from a level up, I get 15 life, plus I think you get 2 life per level up too. So a big thing in this game is hit recovery. If you get hit for a certain amount of damage, you get put into hit recovery. And if you have more life, it takes more to put you into hit recovery, because it's a percentage of your max health. So having more life means it's harder to get put into hit recovery. Hit recovery just means, like, if you get hit, you'll just get stunned for a little bit. And if you can get, like, stun locked if you get hit by a bunch of monsters that are all just doing a ton of damage. Alright, let's quickly... Jeez. You know, there's a melee splash gem that's part of this mod that, like, lets you, it makes it so your attacks have, like, a small AoE. And that'll be really helpful if I find one of those. Ooh. For now, though, we'll just have fun beating the hell out of these monsters. In this area, I'm mostly just gonna focus on stuff like the like the Gargantua, the Yetis, you know, those dudes, and then I'll focus on the rogues. Fallen are just annoying because you kill them and then there's like 20 trillion shamans just hanging around, so I'm not gonna waste my time. Where am I looking for? That's the cave. You know, I always find it funny how if you save an exit and go back to the Den of Evil after you've beaten the objective, it's also called the cave. So I always thought that was weird. Like they couldn't come. Why would they? Like they couldn't have just left it. Like it's just weird that they put in the effort to just make it slightly more confusing. So like if anyone ever mentions the cave, it's like they're talking about that place for sure. But it's just weird that like you can walk over there and it's like it's not the cave. Should I do the burial grounds?
His handiwork lies buried here.
I'm thinking of it. Yeah, screw it, let's do it. Like, why not? Let's do like a proper playthrough. Do all the quests and stuff, even if they don't matter that much. Fanatic potions. There's gonna be a lot of zombies though, so we'll just avoid that. Oh, hiccups. No, don't do this to me. Alright, where is she? Blood Raven, like, actually like a super hard boss is early on. It actually won't be that bad for me because I have the... Oh god. It's kind of annoying here though. Let's back off a little and let these dudes walk over me. This is where having AoE would be nice, but we'll deal with it for now. I'm basically just alternating between left clicking and right clicking right now. It actually does a pretty good job. What does that rejuve? I don't even need to pick up scrolls, god, because like look. Ooh, fire res. That's a nice charm to get early on. Alright, get over here. Boom! Yeah, she's actually really easy early on. Or, what am I saying? Really easy for an assassin that has a couple levels under her belt. I think Blood Raven is like level 10, which is like an absurdly high level for this point in the game. And like, it doesn't really affect that much, but it does make her a lot harder to hit with melee characters. And it gives her more health, I think.
Stays dead.
Something like that. I've never actually looked too much into what like the equation for level does. I just remember like reading somewhere that she's level 10, which is why she's so hard early on. Because it just makes her hard to hit, and it makes it so that she just has like quite a bit more like durability than normal. Alright, where's the next area we want to go? I guess it's over here we want to follow this path. I'll go and get a merc right after I find the waypoint for the next area. You know, the nice thing about being the assassin is you don't need keys, right? Which is, you know, frees up inventory slots. Keys are one of those mechanics that's like, it doesn't really matter in terms of actual, like it doesn't do anything. Because you can just go to 10 and buy keys for dirt cheap. But it's a mechanic that's just, you know, it's nice, like, a little bit of, like, world building, I guess. And, like, it's not like it makes the game worse or anything. Like, nope, if you don't have keys, then whatever. But, like, keys chests are better. Because, like, if you open a, like, chest with a key, it's more likely to drop stuff. So that's nice. Oh god, yeah. The triple density is actually going to get insane once if I bother bringing this playthrough into higher difficulties. Because you'll start to see, oh shit! That's lightning res. Lightning enchanted. Because the amount of boss groups we'll see on Nightmare, and especially in Hell if I go that far, will be insane. Get out of here. God, they're freaking archers. Archers are another enemy that's just like really infamous in this game because they're just nasty in this game. Because like their damage isn't really any lower than like other stuff around them. In fact, I think it's actually higher on average. I forget what it's actually probably about the same. It's just rogues in general kind of do a lot of damage, and like Normally it's like, oh, I'll just run away from them, but not really an option when they're just attacking you from range.
I am overburdened.
Oh shit. You know, I'm gonna go back now then. Let's not bother. Grabbing Decker Cain is always like one of the very first things I ever do, because it's like, you just kind of want to get him, so, especially in a playthrough like this where I'm going to be drowning and stuff. Adds 1 to 40 lightning damage, lifesteal, cold res, strength, holy shit. When you see something like that, that's like, you know what, I'll do that for now. Screw the double claws. That's huge. Let's see, lightning fire. There's an option that makes it so everything you pick up has perfect stats, so it'll always be the best it can be from that affix. But I turned it off because I just felt like it'd be more interesting, because that way if I find another one of these bucklers, I'll actually bother picking it up. Because otherwise, like, once you've got a unique, it's always the best it can be. So, like, who cares about picking it up, right? Let me look here. I lose a bit of mana, but I get more life, I get more res, and I get damage reduced. Damage reduced by 1 early on is actually huge, right? Most monsters right now are only doing like a couple points of damage, so like, that's like, giving me a lot more physical resistance. Honestly, damage reduced is one of those affixes that is really underestimated, I think, in vanilla. Like, it's actually super powerful if you stack it up a lot. It's just most people don't bother, because like, even though defense is a huge part of this game, like, people will stack life and resistance up a ton, but like, damage reduce is one of those things that's more helpful towards normal monsters than it is towards big packs of uniques. Like, a unique pack will end up just like destroying you with huge damage, and damage reduce isn't going to help too much with that, unless you have a ton of that, like a super high amount. Oh wait, I went back to the... Whoa, jeez, that would have been awkward. I think I'll keep playing until I rescue Cain. That's where I'm gonna stop for now. Wow, underground pass, that was quick. I'll put a TP here. Where's my I key? Ah. There's the thing. Oh god. Alright. Okay, build up some charges. Yay, Rakanishu, get over here! Not your minion. Stop blocking! She's gonna... My Merc's gonna die real fast, actually, without any gear. Okay, get over here, Rakanisha. I'm gonna one-shot you so you don't spark. Yeah! There you go. Oh god. No! Help her! There's so much shit. I can't click on the monsters attacking me because I'm too busy clicking the giant-ass stones in the way. Ugh. I picked up like 4 pieces of armor. Get over here. Okay, let's give her a potion first things first. Where's the... There's gotta be a potion on the ground, right? Screw it. Just give her that. Alright. So one of these, useless. Slightly more useful. Quite a bit more useful. Let's give her that.
I'll put that to good use.
Man, Mercs are such a big mechanic, and it's like, it's crazy to think that like they didn't really do anything prior to Lord of Destruction. If you play without Lord of Destruction, Mercs are just like such a tiny little thing. Like, they don't really matter much in the large scheme of things. Like, it's funny too, because the Merc tier list is like, in pre-Lord of Destruction, is like basically the complete opposite it is in the actual game. In Lord of Destruction, Act 2 Mercs are almost always like the ones that everyone uses because they're just really easy to use because they have the auras. And they're just like really like you can make the other Mercs useful. Like, it's not like they're useless or anything, but it's just like it's the easiest to use Act 2 Mercs with like a Holy Freeze aura or a Might aura. Because they just like, it's easy to use, they help everyone, they help you, they help themselves, right? But in pre-Lord of Destruction, it's the opposite, because the Act 2 Mercs are like super frail and they just like die instantly from like any poison, which Act 2 is absolutely gushing with poison. So poison will just murder them like super quick. I need to get her like a bow. There you go. I don't want to focus too much on killing stuff. I want to get, but I also want to get her some stuff right now.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh my god, I'm already out of stuff. You know, let's just go over here so I can concentrate. You'll see people that complete through this game doing like a million things a second that are just like super good at multitasking. I'm not that great at that. Generally, when I want to concentrate on doing stuff, I'll just go back to town. Oh, I should have done this. And screw, I'm just gonna go buy her one. I should just go repair my stuff. I haven't even talked to any of these characters over here.
Hi there. Greetings.
So let's repair my thing. I actually have money again. Imagine that. Alright. Where are the bows? Here. 5 to maximum damage? Sounds good to me. Oh geez, where are my buttons?
I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, that'll help her a lot. Alright. Stonyfield! Let's put another waypoint down so I don't forget. Yeah, let's put another point into Clawmaster. I might as well just max Clawmaster early on, because that's really nice. It's just like free damage and attack rating, right? As long as I'm using a claw, which I'm going to be using claw pretty much the whole time. As much as I can help it, anyways. Now let's look for that waypoint. You don't need the waypoint here, but it definitely helps with backtracking, because otherwise it's like you have to kind of walk through the whole area again. I guess like it is actually really close to the place, so it's not like it's that big a deal. More than anything, like the fact that I have plus up to 40 lightning damage is actually insane right now. Like that's a lot of damage early on. It's like almost like one-shot bosses now with that. If I get a good hit. I'm also gonna keep an eye out for... I thought I saw... Whatever. I guess I'll try to keep an eye out for socketed gear. But like I think you can just buy it from like the early vendors anyways. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Like you don't need this, but like it helps so much because less backtracking is a-okay by my books. Increased stack size.
Good evening.
You know, I kind of wish the Claw Mastery helped with throwing knives too. There's like no character that's really based around throwing knives. I guess the Barb is. The Barb's just based around throwing items in general. He has a couple skills, but like I don't know. To me, it seems like throwing knives would be perfect for the assassin. Oh God! No! 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 That's bad. Get over here. Get over here, lady. All right, let's. I'm gonna put a TP down because this area is gonna be kind of scary with triple density. Okay, well we killed Aura chick, so it shouldn't be that bad. Hunter's bow. Oops. Let me look at this bow actually. Oops. Most of these potions. As usual, archers are like a big deal because like they're just hitting you while everything else has to walk up and punch me. Get out of here, cold break. Oh god. I have no cold res, so this is gonna freeze me for a while. Oh no, it wasn't that bad. Do I have cold res? Never mind, I got some from the shield, I forgot. That's nice. The game never tells you this, but cold res does two things, which is obviously it reduces damage from cold attack, but it also makes it so you're chilled for less time by the exact same ratio as your resistances. So like 20% cold res means 20% less like cold time. Man, I have a full rejuve already. Man, you know, I gave her that thing and then within seconds I found a better bow that gives her like a bunch of lifesteal and stuff.
I'll put that to good use.
Lifesteal is so useful for mercs, so like it's always a good idea to have that. I always thought that was an interesting how like that kind of works. Like for mercs, well, for the player, resistances generally go in importance of lightning, fire, cold, and poison. Lightning is the most important later on because like a lot of the strongest attacks that you'll have to worry about are going to be lightning. And then fire is the next one because like, not necessarily because there's a lot of super strong fire attacks, but just because fire is just really common because, you know, you're facing demons and all that business. Cold is third because while having cold res is useful, cold attacks in general are weaker than fire. And also, there's a you can just guzzle down thawing potions if you really need cold res. And finally, poison is the least useful for players because whatchamacallit? Because poison does damage over time, and generally, like, if something is doing a lot of damage to you in terms of poison, you can just drink a health potion. It's usually not a big deal. If only she could use crossbows. Some mods actually make it so they can use crossbows. Which I think is cool, but, you know, whatever. It's not that big a deal. Oh, we leveled up already, jeez. Alright, well now that I'm level... I could have done something before, but... Now that I am level... Ooh, now we can get an AoE, I believe. So let's put a point in there. Fists of Fire, excellent. Each point is 2 mana, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. Let's see if we can test it on something. Boom! That's nice. That'll be nice for bigger groups now. I'm gonna be doing this a lot more now. It's a little slow though, because I think it's a... The other one is considered like a double claw skill, whereas this one's single skill? Or something like that, I forget how it works. But let me read. I guess it doesn't actually say. I think, even though it doesn't say, I think that is a mechanic. I don't remember, though. I've read a lot about stuff in this game, but, like, you forget about it so often because this game is, like, insanely complex. Like, it's ridiculous. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna go back to town for a sec here. Just to get some stats back and sell my stuff. I go to town probably a lot more than most people do, because I just like being able to come here and just calm down for a second. I guess since I'm here, like let's make a layer of potions. Rejuves. Rejuves are always nice to have in the belt because they're instant. Alright. I forget what I've always been bad at reading maps. I know the rules for them, but I'm still bad at them. I think the rule of thumb is you want to keep sticking with the big area, and like to get to the next area as fast as you can. You want to stick to the like. You kind of just want to keep going in like one line, basically. Like just, I think if I just keep going down, basically, I should eventually get there. I guess we'll see. We'll see, you know, all that jazz. And kaboom! Man, I love that. I love these skills. They're actually, like, I've never used them, but like I've seen people use them. They look so fun. Well, I say I've never used them. I mean, I've tested every character out at least once. It's just, you know, it's been forever. Boom! I got another level up. I'll just keep pumping vitality for now. Is there anything I want to do here? I guess I'll put a point to burst speed. Burst speed is nice. Now we can start doing some hotkeys. I always stick with mouse wheel because it's just easy. I can just do this. I don't have to take my fingers off the stuff. If you're a little more serious, you can do like actual like more serious hotkeys, but I've always preferred this. Burst of speed will be real nice for just running because it makes us faster. It gives us more attack speed. Makes our attacks faster. I just said that, but in 2 different ways, because I'm smart. Alright. Let's keep going this way. Like I said, I'm bad at reading maps, but hopefully this should... Yeah! See? I knew it! Let's go. Alright. Boom! I guess... if it isn't obvious, like, the charge up is like you get 3, like, you can get up to 3 charges with these skills, and each charge adds an extra element to the skills. Like, 1 charge will just make it so I do extra fire damage, 2 charges will give me, like, that explosion, and 3 charges will add the fire underneath. to do some extra damage over time. Boom! Oh, boom. There you go. Yeah, if I miss, there's no boom.
Thank you.
Alright, so let's just look around. Oh god, it's the tree! Up, back off, back off. Thankfully, the fire actually does pretty good damage, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. Hunter's bow. I wonder when we'll start seeing, whatchamacallit? Runes. Runes are a big element to this game that they added over time. I guess that's part of the thing I was talking about way at the start when I was mentioning how much the game has changed over the years. And that's a big reason why there's so many like weird balance stuff, is because the way the game is balanced has changed so much, but like a lot of elements are still in the game that don't necessarily make sense with that balancing, because like I guess they just don't want to. It'd be a lot of work to remove them for not really any gain, because like who cares? Like at the very worst, it's like, oh, there's a mechanic in this game that doesn't really get used very much, and it's like, well, who cares then? Just don't use it then. And I think that's fine. I think it speaks a lot to how much the game has changed and how much weird shit is in this game and how much people still love this game and how fun it is. Yeah, that's more like, ooh, a set item. There we go. Now we're starting to get into interesting stuff. I'm running out of mana. Where's the waypoint? I don't need a waypoint for this, but I'm gonna quit after I rescue Cain, so I mean, be a good idea. I might actually go into like, quickly go into like the cloister and stuff just to like speed things up, but it should be fine. We'll keep this more a traditional playthrough, not like speed running too much. Okay, now we're gonna, boom, get killed, yes! I love that. Alright, get out of here, dudes. Jeez. You guys are so mean. Pick up that, pick up that, pick up that, pick up that, pick up all this stuff that I can use to just quickly cuss it down. That's a camp. Those are skeletons. You know, it's way too often actually I think about the waypoint's like super close, so I should actually go check. Oh, that'll be a problem I have sometimes. I clicked off the window for a second. I have to run the game in windowed mode because if you run it in full screen, it's kind of hard to record with the way I have it set up. Now, Merc might die if I'm... There we go, okay. Get away from me. Alright. Tell me that you've translated the scroll. Poison damage. No. Don't need that. The set item, here we go. Attacker takes damage 5 and better magic find. Not really useful, but I mean, I guess if I found the other Azarius stuff, it might potentially have good, like, things. That's a big thing that changed. In classic Diablo, set items only give you bonuses. Or like, well, they'll give you their set item bonuses only when you have all 3 items. And then Lord of Destruction, I think, or at least a newer patch, made it so there's partial set bonuses, which is nice. Ooh, more lightning damage. I'll take that, thank you very much. I mean, I might as well. Like, here, well, first of all, it's up here, move that around. I might as well put this in this chest. I have nothing in here for now, so let's do that. Alright, let's go rescue Deckard Cain. Stay a while in this and all that jazz. Now, to be honest, I very rarely actually look at the scroll when I'm doing this because I like to just YOLO it for some reason. That's something I do. But since this is a playthrough, we might as well show off this fancy little graphic. So it's this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I'm gonna buy this quickly. Keep it in there for now. Alright, Tristram. All that's left of proud Tristram. That's one of my favorite quotes. I have like all the Necromancer's quotes just freaking memorized because I played as him so much. Boom! Get murdered. Take damage. Gahahaha. There's poor Griswold. I'm gonna murder him too. He dropped a zombie head. How apt. Screw you. Alright, get out of here. Let's go over here, Merc. Let's rescue you quickly before she dies. Stop clicking on shit. Here, let's just give her a rejuve. Obviously, since I've been putting all my points to vitality, I'm gonna be a lot tankier than my Merc. Let's kill these champions over here. Boom. Oh, I used them all up on another dude. I wasn't even paying attention. How dare I do that? Alright, let's go back to town. We rescued Cain. Now we'll identify our stuff for free and in mass, so I don't have to do it individually anymore, which is such a nice little thing.
Yes?
And I'm going to sell my things because of that, because screw that noise. Okay, we don't need that. We'll keep this. It's ring 5 to mana. We don't really need the magic, the gold find. It's kind of weird to see the rings, because since I removed level requirements, rings don't have them either. There's no level requirements on anything, not just unique stuff. Fire res. This has poison res, some strength, attacker takes damage. Nah. I'll take the fire res. Fill up our book. And yeah, that'll be it for this part. Is there anything I should look out for? One more point of vitality. Usually I start putting points to other stats a little bit once I get like 100 vitality. It's usually like the guideline I go for. I'll put a couple more points to everything so I can actually start wearing more gear. Other than that, anything over here I should put a point into. I'm not going to bother putting points to any traps. At least not for now. Maybe I'll respec later if I feel like showing off more stuff. Since I'm eventually going to be doing dual class, I might as well point to that for now. In fact, I guess technically I can just pop it up now. Double claw. Although, I say that, but I can't actually use it because I don't have 2 claws. I can get this quest quickly to get the thing. Prepare stuff. Look for a better hat. 1 energy, cold res, take it. That energy gives me more mana anyway, so that was just a straight up upgrade. And other than that, I think I'm done for this part, yeah. So yeah, this is obviously going to be a much less formal playthrough. I'm going to be super casual, I might not talk as much. You know, Diablo 2 isn't a big talky game, even though it kind of is because there's a lot to talk about, but it's kind of hard to focus on talking about it because there's a lot to focus on in this game. This is a game where there's a lot of shit happening. But anyways, see you guys later.